I think we're going to have another 50 awesome lymphatic experts in the next hour. What do you reckon? Yes? You with me? Yes. Who knows much about lymphatic health? A little bit? So, do you know that doctors get about 15 minutes, half an hour lesson on lymphatic health? Yeah? Is that okay? Audio? Good? Yes. Yeah. Today we're going to talk about some facts. But is it okay if we start with a story? Yeah. Okay. It's my favourite story. It's called the bowl story. Has anyone heard my bowl story before? Yes. Okay. So I want you to picture your life. You've got this beautiful bowl, and out of your bowl comes an Angus. Just like this. Like I just rub it together and Angus appears. Okay, so you've got this beautiful bowl, and out of the bowl shines your light. Now you've been given this light when you're born. It shines so bright when you're in your zone, when you're passionate, when you're doing something that you love. Nothing will stop you and you feel amazing, right? You know how that feels? When you're in green lights, everything shows up, you're just like, wow, this feels great. But we go through life collecting rocks into our bowl. Somebody might say something nasty to you. You might get picked on when you're younger. You might be the last person picked for the running team. And you're like, oh, that's a rock. Other terrible traumas can happen to you as well, right? And these things you collect as a rock. But don't worry, you're tough. You've got thick shoulders. You can carry that. But what's happening to your light as you are collecting rocks? It's dimming. It's going down. But you try really hard to push that light through to be shiny, because at the end of the day, we all just want to be shiny, don't we? We want to bring light. We want to make change. It's really hard to do when your bowl is getting filled with rocks. Now, women in general will go, okay, at least I'm good at something. I'm good at collecting rocks. Do you want to put your rock in my bowl? Do you want to put your rock in my bowl? I'm really good at it, because I don't want you to suffer like I've suffered. I don't want you to go through anything that I've gone through. Just let me collect your rock, because I want to do something. So we end up with a bowl, as well as a trailer, full of rocks. Yeah? Is our bowl made out of something beautiful? Do we honour that bowl, or is it a plastic slop bucket? That's the question that I want you to ask. Is your bowl becoming a plastic slop bucket? Who cares what goes in it? Bucket, just whatever. It's just, okay, I'm done. I don't even know which way's up anymore because my light's not even shining. Yeah? What if your bowl was made out of gold, or glass, or crystal, or opal? Opal's my favourite. What if your bowl was made out of something so precious to you that when a rock came along, you went, nah, that's not going in my bowl. I'm not putting up with that. I'm saying no. What would happen to your light then? You'd be bright and shiny. And who would be attracted to you? Bright and shiny people? Yeah. Your frequency, your energy would be up here? Yeah. Can sickness and, disaster and fear live with you when you're up here? No. So that comes with your health as well. And talking about the lymphatic system, there is so much junk in our world at the moment. Yeah? So much fear as soon as you turn on TV. You've got so much fear going on. We've got all the chemtrails in our sky. We've got all our poison in the water, all the sprays on our food. Everywhere you look, there is a different chemical being added. I think babies are born with over 300 different chemicals in their bloodstream now. It's getting really bad. So that's where I'm going to talk to you about today, about the things that we are going to stop putting into our bowl. We're going to honour ourselves a little bit more, and how to get all of the crap out. You with me? Awesome. Okay. That's me, the ball rubbing booby lady. Balls, boobs. Can we all just say boobs? 1, 2, 3. Boobs. Yeah, because we're going to be saying boobs a lot this afternoon. Boobs, boobs, boobs. Mark's going to be talking about poo, poo, poo. So we're just going to have fun. All right. I want you to know that there is nowhere else I would rather be than here with you. I have been shut down on Facebook. It cost me $20,000 to get my Facebook page back. My business has taken a big brunt. My son, Mum, please, please can you shut up? Please can you stop? Can you stop? And I said no. I have to talk. I have to talk about the lymphatic system. I have to talk about what is going to help you in your health, because what you're hearing on the news is not going to help you at all. So that's why Mark and I have travelled the country. That's why we are standing in front of you today, because I need a team. We need a team. We need more people to know how to look after themselves, how to take charge of their health, and then they can teach their children and their children and their children. And that's how we're going to win. So yeah, you are the coolest group in town right now, and we're learning so much about the lymphatic system. Let's go on a 1 hour lymphatic love story, because who has heard of the lymphatic system only in regards to cancer? Yeah? Because if you get cancer in your lymph nodes, what happens? Yeah. To me, I want my cancer to be in my lymph nodes, because that's where my immune system lives. That's the toilet. That's where all the junk is supposed to go. If they pull out my lymph nodes, where is the cancer going to go after that? To an organ? To somewhere else? Yeah? See how we're going to be thinking a little bit different? Right. A 1 hour love story. We're going to all learn the sequence. We're all going to be rubbing our boobs, standing up and moving and wiggling and jiggling. Please use the compression. You will feel beautiful, amazing over there. We're using the CJ & Co compression, my own compression range. We're going to make sure that we're moving the fluid, this 15 litres you have of the lymphatic system, lymphatic fluid. You only have 5 litres of blood. What pushes blood around your body? Your heart, your lungs, yep. What pushes the lymphatic system? What pushes this 15 litres of fluid? Movement, yes. What else? Breathing. Are we all shallow breathers now? Yes. Okay, breathing, movement, bouncing. What stops the lymphatic system from working? Toxins, heaviness, yep, heavy toxins, poisons, chemicals. Stagnation, yes, definitely, not moving. What about bras? Get them off. Bras, wired bras. Yeah? If all of this fluid has to come up into your heart, why are we wearing metal bands around to stopping that flow? Since when did your boobs have to be a chin holder? Right? Doesn't have to. Think about this. Young girls are now wearing bras to bed because they want to look like, when their boyfriends look at them like sideways, they're still up as a chin holder. So please, no more bras to bed. Yes? Yeah. Boobs need to bounce. Okay? Boobs need to bounce. We need to move this fluid up into our heart. And that's the reason why men are attracted to boobs. To pump the lymph. That's what I reckon. What do you reckon, men? Do you think? Yeah, of course. It's all in health, right? It's all about health. I'm getting off track. You're too good. All right. Why am I here? Because the facts are terrible. Are we getting healthier? No. Sicker and sicker. 8 in 10 people have at least one long-term health condition. Double if you're over 65. Woo. Okay? It's getting absolutely disgusting. But don't worry, Mark Butler, our health minister, was given a big whack of money, And guess where he decided to put it? Did he put it into chronic illness? No, he's got it to prepare for the next pandemic. Woo! Super. No. And you might be here for the same reason as me, because I'm sick of it. Anybody else sick of it? Yep. We have to start thinking for ourselves. We have to start doing what makes sense. If you've a fish tank, let's picture a fish tank. In that fish tank, you've got some beautiful coral, you've got some reeds, some greenery, and you've got the fish in this thriving environment. Now, if that was your body, and those fish are your organs, if the fish start to get sick, if the plant life starts to die off, are you going to drug the fish, or are you going to clean the environment that the fish are living in? You're going to clean the environment. You're going to clean the water. Yeah? You're going to make sure the filtration system's working. Yeah? You're going to, and what's the filtration system of your body? How do we get rid of wastes? We poo. Does everyone poo at least 3 times a day? What? How many times a day should you poo? I said we're going to talk poo and boobs.
At least 40 minutes after every meal.
40 minutes after every meal. How many times does a baby poo after they eat? Yeah. So we just get lazy as we get older. There's no way that breakfast then waits for lunch and then dinner, and they all hold hands and have to slide down the tube together the next day, or 2 or 3, right? We have to be able to eat, get the nutrients, and then get rid of the waste. So breathing, how do we get rid of fat? From our breath. That's how we get rid of fat. So pooing, weeing, breathing, sweating, yeah? So if you're not pooing properly, and like with women with your periods as well, so if you've got a heavy period, you might not be pooing or sweating or whatever, one of those other things properly. So have a look at all the different ways that you get waste out of your body and which one isn't working. Okay? So fish tank analogy sound really good? Think of your fish tank, think of the water. So you might be here because you're going through a health crisis at the moment, or a family member's going through a health crisis. You want to learn more about the lymphatic system. You want to become a guru like me about lymph and just travel the country just talking boobs and poo. You might want to learn more about your gut health as well, and you may be let down by our medical system. All the different reasons that we have to take charge of our health. Who loves Louise Hay? Yes. When Louise Hay talks about the lymphatic system, because there is an emotion behind every symptom, yeah? When we talk about the lymphatic system, it is a disconnection from joy. Think about that. Are we having fun anymore? Some of us, yes, some of us are having fun, but are we having fun? Like, I ask my clients, what do you do for fun? And they look at me like that. They look at me, they're like,
On their phone.
yeah, like, what do I do? What do we do for fun? Because fun is down here now. It's not as important as it was before. So tell me some things. What do you do for fun? Exercise? Yep, I love exercising as well. Gardening, yes. Yes. Going to the beach, yep. Sunshine. Please go out in the sun. Everybody, don't wear sunscreen. It's poison. Get out in the sun. Get that vitamin D. We can tell how long you are going to live by your vitamin D levels. It is that important. If you're not getting vitamin D, if you're not getting out in the sun, sorry, but your health is going to suffer a lot. Yeah, okay? Super, super important. I got off track again. Okay, joy, sunshine, beach, gardening, singing, dancing. So think about this over the next couple of days. What can I do to have a little bit more fun? Yeah, what can we do to have fun together? Just bring that vibe, bring that joy back up again. People laugh at me and I say, I love popping pimples. Like, popping pimples is, does anybody else like popping pimples? Yes, I've got some honest, they're just, I've got a 17-year-old and I'm like, oh, let me at you. All right, so here he is. He's a little bit bigger than that now. So what do I do for fun? This is my caravan that is also a boat. It's got a motor on the back. It's called a boaterhome. And we travel around and just go on crazy adventures. Midnight across to Morton Island, following the moon, living off crabs and fish, having so much fun out in the sun. But this is where I started when I was 19, passive motorised exercise machines, sort of like the Gloria Marshall. It was so much fun because I would move and groove and help people who had mobility issues who wouldn't be able to exercise any other way. And that we had so much fun. And what I would also do is massage. So I was 19, I opened my first clinic, had the 7 motorised passive exercise machines as well as massaging. It's pretty cool. Started off with 1 client, then 3, then 5, and then ended up having 40 clients a day. But it was during this time that I discovered this thick or claggy or hard or rough or rocky areas when I started touching my clients. Is it okay if I touch you? Because you're in the middle here.
Yeah. I knew I'd be in the firing line.
So because you can see that I like to talk a lot, right? When I had somebody come in for a massage, I wouldn't just put their head in the hole like, shut up, just put your head in the hole. It would be like, hi, how are you? And like, let's chat. And my hand would be here on their chest. And I would just like, how are you going? Because where does your hands go when something bad happens? Thymus, right? You give yourself, you open that up, this lymph node area. And I'd be like, hi, how are you going? And then my hand, I couldn't help myself because my hands would then just start to travel around. And then it's like, oh, what's this? Well, there's a little bit of a lump. There's some ridginess. Who goes and has does you have a massage when anyone touches your chest or your tummy anymore?
Rarely.
Barely,
Usually
not.
face down.
Crazy, hey. Never again. You're all going to change the way that you have massages now. So my hand would move around and I'd go, oh, that's thick, or oh, what's going on here? This tissue feels different. Anyway, I did some research and I found out it's the lymphatic system and I could feel the blockages. I could feel some ridginess and it's like, oh, so now as a naturopath I know, oh, that's an iodine deficiency. All those different things that you can tell by the feel of people's body. And then I researched it a bit and then this Vodler method of lymphatic came up and you had to pay $5,000, you had to do this big course and by the pictures it was nothing like I was doing. And I was like, wow, because they were doing this pathetic, bullshit, soft touch. Has anyone gone and had a lymphatic massage when it's like this? Would you go back again? No. And it was opposite to what I was doing. So I just kept on seeing my clients, stayed in my own lane, did what I did, kept on having like amazing results until I met Dr. Perry Nicholson. He came over from America, Stop Chasing Pain. He is brilliant. Look him up on Instagram. And he did exactly what I did. And you know how good it feels when you stick to what you know and you back yourself and then you find someone. It was like, oh, this is unbelievable. And he's got hundreds of thousands of people who follow him and he's a chiropractor and he's amazing. Anyway, so he came over and I spent some time with him and he loves my gloves and it was just that validation that I needed. And now I can, even though I get kicked out of a lot of associations throughout Australia and different things, because I can teach you lymphatic drainage in a day. It doesn't have to be rocket science. It is easy. Everybody can do it. Everyone can do it. It's not complicated. Why would they want to keep it a secret and make it hard? Money. Okay? Yeah, so that's what I discovered and so that's what's got me to where I am today, learning more, learning more again, and then more again, and then helping and educating. We have 12,000 women in our boob camp group online, and I'm in there educating Rach, I'm in there every week, 3 to 4 times a week, all free, all educating, all sharing, doing this over and over again in boob camp. We make and manufacture our products. So we've got the gloves. Is there some at the back there that we can pass around? Girls, everyone can have a go. So we're all going to be learning the Chelsey gene sequence today. So we're going to be, demonstrating the gloves. But I also make my own lymphatic cream, magnesium spray, face cream, and we've got the Conjac sponges in there. So these are available for sale today out the back. Please pick them up, please get started. You've come along today because you want to make a difference. This is going to help you make a difference today and get started looking after yourself. So we make that as a family. My parents and my son, I've been a single mum, he is 18 next month, so a single mum for 18 years. He now works with the CJ & Co compression range. I'm the CJ, he's the Cohen. And he's pretty amazing. He got expelled from grade 12, which was the best thing ever. He's now working for me, but also he's a trader. And he's now got screens like this and screens like that, and he's got candlesticks and using all these Bitcoin words, and says, Mum, he said, I'll retire you by the end of the year. And I said, thanks, honey, but I will still be doing this. You won't stop me. But so my plan is I'm leaving in this, and I can just travel around Australia and do these talks and not have to worry about the money side of things because he can look after that. That's my plan. All right. But really, I'm a cleaning lady. I'm in the cleaning business, and any other prackies that are here tonight, you're cleaners. You're a cleaner, right? We're cleaning up people's bodies. We're cleaning out their heads. If we can't get into your head, nothing is going to change. Yeah? If we can't change the thinking, nothing is going to change. We're cleaning. We have to constantly clean. So if your body was a house, look at all the different areas of the house that it collects junk. Gutters, all the leaves collects in the gutters. All the toilets, the rubbish bin, all the scum that can sit in the bathtubs and the kitchen. If you don't vacuum for a while, it can get a bit stinky and yucky, yeah? If we don't continually clean. Same as your body. If your liver is working like a Kmart special vacuum cleaner, it's going to be a bit clunky, right? It's going to be a bit stinky. I want you to have like a Dyson liver. I want your body to be working at its best because we want a clean house. I know that when it comes to inviting people over and you're feeling a bit yuck and you might just shut off areas of your house and you can still, the outside of the house will still look the same. Same with your body. When you're feeling down, when you've got health issues going on, you still maintain a smile and you try your best when there's other things shutting down. Working on your lymphatic system is going to clean everything up so much faster, 10 times at least faster. So I promise you, if your house was a disgraceful mess, like this little bit here, right? And then I said that Chris Hemsworth was coming for lunch on Friday, what would you do? You would clean like a mofo, yes? You would just go nuts. Clean, clean, clean. Don't wait for a health crisis before you start cleaning your body. Let's just start now. Can we just start now? Yeah, awesome. So how the lymphatic system works. So this dude here has hurt his knee, just like Mark falling on his face, chipping his tooth. He also took a big chunk out of his knee. So Mark's lymphatic system is going to go to his knee. It's going to pull out all of the damaged tissue, everything that's not needed there anymore. It's going to pull that away, and it's going to take it to the lymph nodes. You have 300 lymph nodes in your chest area, another 300 lymph nodes in your gut. Lymph nodes will sit wherever there is a bend. because they don't have a pump, it relies on you to bend at all of the joints. Yeah? So the lymphatic system takes the junk to the lymph nodes. You've got your T cells, your B cells in there, your whole immune system. That then works all of that out. Not only does it have to get rid of the garbage, it then has to go and repair. It has to bring all the nutrients to that area to fix it. So when are we going to be using our lymphatic system? Before and after surgery? Yeah? Before and after exercise? Yeah? Cleaning all of the time. Does your body ever stop cleaning? Never. Never. As long as you breathe, it is never going to stop. Cleaning. And that's why the lymphatic system is so important. All the different things that it does. So immune, we just spoke a little bit about the immune system. When your body is full of toxins, it's going to be harder for you to repair, yeah? And to feel good. We have to be able to clean out that water out of that fish tank. So our whole immune system is our lymphatics. Fluid balance. You can walk around, you can see if people are on heart medication and these days, because look at all the big ankles, all the swollen ankles that you see. Fluid balance. Detoxification, we spoke a little bit about detoxification. Digestive function. 300 lymph nodes in your gut. When you eat fat, it is the lymphatic system that has to transport that fat around your body. So if your lymphatic system is a little bit sluggish, you're not going to be able to transport fat. Fat is going to sit in different areas. But not only that, vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin K, coenzyme Q10 that keeps us young and mobile, it's all transported via your lymphatic system. That's how all of the hormones. So if you're going through menopause and you need all those hormones, this is all transported through the lymphatic system and it's not getting to where it needs to be, how about we look at detoxing the lymphatic system and helping those hormones get to where they need to be? Okay. Mental health. Mental health connection. Did you know that you have a glymphatic system? So our lymphatic system is from our shoulders down, and our glymphatic system is in our brain. It's how our brain detoxifies all of the chemicals, all of the wastes, all from our brain, those neurotoxins. It was only discovered 8 years ago. Yeah? What's the #1 killer of women in Australia? Dementia. What's that? Toxic brain. Starts with memory loss, brain fog, all those types of things. We need to be able to detox our brain. Yeah? Do you want me to show you how? You ready to give it a go? Pull out your toothbrush. Didn't she bring a toothbrush? Claire, what? Nobody bought a toothbrush. She's too busy over there rubbing boobs. Right. Okay. Your toothbrush, you're going to use your fingers, but I have my toothbrush in my car. I've got my toothbrush when I do Zooms, like all the time. And we're going to brush our face with our toothbrush because our whole body, all of our lymphatic system has to drain to our heart. All the waste from our brain has to drain to our heart, which is down or up? Down. So when you go and have a facial and the lady says, your beauty therapist is massaging your face and you're pressing up to stop the wrinkles, does that make sense?
No.
Doesn't make sense. No, we are always now going to drain down. Now, if all of the fluid has to come to your heart, where are you going to start unblocking first? Your heart. Yeah. There is no point us pushing from the ends. if it is all blocked up in your chest. We have to pull the plug for everything else then to start draining. Yeah? What does Tarzan do before he saves Jane? What are those beautiful the Kiwi boys do at football? The haka. What's that doing? Stimulating all of the lymph nodes first. Opening up the toilet seat. So by stimulating the lymph, you don't go to the toilet before you open up the seat, right? We open up the seat first, we stimulate all of these lymph nodes, and then the body can drain. You open up the toilet seat, you push the fluid to it, and then you drink water and you flush it through, right? Yes. So let's start by just using your fingers and tapping on your chest. A couple of nice deep breaths as well. Good. All right. That's good. Yep. Come on, kids. Doing it as well. Very good. Now, use your fingers and massage down your neck. Pulling down. Where is the only place a doctor is going to touch you? In these areas here to check if the lymph nodes are up? Yeah. So brushing down your neck. Any soreness? No? While you're there, grab your thyroid and give it a wiggle. You'll hear it go crunch. Right? I want you to do that every day. Tell your thyroid that you love it. Give it a little bit of a wiggle while you are massaging down your neck. Now, draw a line down the middle of your face, your chin out to your ear. So you're going to be pushing the fluid to this pickup point, this wagon wheel area behind your ear, and then down. So this is now how you are going to put moisturiser on your face. You're going to work your way up and then down. Up and then down. Beautiful. Up and then down. Got it? Across and then down. You can get into it all like nice through here. If your jaw is tight, pretend you're a tiger. Move your jaw around from side to side, open up any blockages there. Now this is the first step to making sure that you are unblocking your lymphatic system. The second step is sleep. Anybody have trouble sleeping? Most. Your lymphatic system is really only going to drain when you sleep, when it's all unblocked, and if you sleep on your left-hand side. Yeah? Because we're not sleeping anywhere as much as we should, we've got all of these EMFs and waves and all this stuff, you know, going through us all the time. I've always got a blocker with me, so I can, within a 10-metre radius of everyone with me, we are all protected from any of the EMFs and all of the rays and all of the electricity bullshit that's going through us all. Mark's got one in his pocket as well, so we've got the whole room covered and blocked. It's terrible for your brain. So for our brains to be able to detox, you have to do that massage and you have to be able to sleep at least 6-7 hours a night and try to sleep on your left-hand side. Then you will have better clarity in your brain, less waste. Skin health, so important for your skin. Fatigue reduction, everyone's tired. Yeah, everyone is getting really tired. Wound healing we spoke about. Your metabolic system, metabolism, and physical performance. We now have, we use our compression range a lot with sporting teams, because if we can remove the lactic acid after exercise, means that they can exercise again harder and faster in a shorter amount of time. The other people that we're working with is his name's Dr. Bill. He is Pink's and Taylor Swift's doctor. Did you know that these superstars that come to, when they come on tour, their doctor the only thing that their doctor does is prescribe them an upper or a downer. An upper before and a downer afterwards so that they can sleep. You would think with all of their mega millions that they would have a better natural way of looking after themselves. And so we're working on that, you know, with them. So I'm super excited to be part of that team. So all problems that we have comes from being toxic or not enough or deficient in some nutrients. Yeah. Yeah? And it all comes back to the lymphatic system. Your cells are bathing in lymph. Now, your lymph is a clear fluid unless you've got tattoos. If you have tattoos, your lymph is now permanently grey. Okay? And if you get stressed, it's then going to go claggy and thick and heavy, and you're going to feel stuck. Right? There's lots of different reasons that our first aid to the body has to be to relieve it from the burden of waste. We need to pull the plug. We need to make sure our bowels are working properly. We need to be sweating. We need to be breathing, drinking water so our kidneys are working. And then we can heal ourselves. Locking ourselves up in a house is not going to help us get healthier. Staying out of the sun is not going to help us get healthier. Being in fear is not going to help us get healthier. Having community, speaking and family and like having support and love, that's what's going to help us get stronger. The best insurance policy that you're ever going to get, I think, is looking after your lymphatic system. So this is just a quick little picture of the things that we do in my clinic in Brisbane. We have the compression range after we do lymphatic massage. We see all types of clients, whether it be arthritis, whether it be cellulite, digestive issues, sports, athletes, pre and post surgery. There are so many different clients that we see every day in clinic and around Australia. I've taught over 300 practitioners how to do exactly what I do in my clinic in their space. And we support all of them as well. You can get onto our boob camp group and you can say, hey, this is where I live. Is anybody who's done Chelsey's training? And then they'll put their hand up and you'll be able to find them. A couple of testimonials through here. Of everybody using their gloves and the creams and lumps almost gone. It's amazing how we've got people for years who have had issues with their body and they come into the clinic, they've got a lump, and then 2 days in, my left breast, which has been rock hard for 4 years, so much softer in 2 days. Why don't we know too much about the lymphatic system? It can be because the last test that they did was in 1874. They injected this dude full of mercury and he died. And nobody else put their hand up to be next. So yeah, pretty brutal. But we are doing lots more research and it is getting a lot of medical people are now coming out and saying, hey, we need to know how to use the lymphatic system better to help people with chronic illness. Now let's talk about this one a little bit. I'll go back. You're welcome. When it comes to our lymphatic system, we just drained our brain. It was half and half, yeah? When it comes to our body, it's not half and half though. For some reason, our right-hand side lymphatics is cut off at our rib cage and our right arm. The rest of the body drains into the left-hand side. So ladies, you would probably know that your left-hand breast is normally bigger than the right-hand side. It's because it has to deal with the toxic load and the flow of both legs, tummy, and left arm. Yeah? So if you hurt your right knee, I'm going to assess your hip on the right and your hip on the left, your tummy and your left hand drainage point into your heart. I'm not even going to look at the right hand side. It goes up this way. Pretty funny, hey, because normally our bodies all work symmetrical, like it's normally this goes to here, goes to here. And the reason behind it is our heart is slightly on our left hand side. So if we were stuck in bed all day and couldn't move, just because the heart is on that little bit on the left hand side, they think that that movement of the heart is going to be enough to keep you alive with the lymphatic flow. Moving on. Yeah? But researchers don't think it's that. Researchers think that we get more breast cancer in our left hand side because most people are right-handed, and you will use your right hand to rub your left boob, so then you will detect a lump in the left hand side more than the right. So you choose who you want to believe with and what makes sense in that way. We're going to all have a go. And then these slides just say that the medical system put the lymphatic system into a too hard basket. But the real reason that they don't do too much is because there's no drug. There's no drug. It takes you time and effort to make sure that you are going to move your body, move your lymph, spend some time activating the lymph nodes and massaging it through. The doctors said you're too lazy, so they're not even bother going to tell you. My breast care patients, my breast cancer patients who now have lymphedema is permanent. They weren't told how to drain their body after their breasts were removed at all. Why? There's no point, they won't do it, they're lazy.
They get told not to have massage as well.
They get told not to have massage.
My auntie has that exact.
Has got lymphedema. They get told to don't garden, don't go out in the sun, don't use the arm, don't move it. 1 in 3 will end up with lymphedema, which we're going to talk about soon. So it is because there's no drugs and because surgery causes it. Right? Anyway, so I have no choice but to walk around with a shirt that says, what does it say? Boobs. Boobs. Start at the boobs. Everywhere I go, we wear this shirt because if somebody says to me, oh, what do you do? I can say, oh yeah, I'm a naturopath and I specialise in lymphatic health. Boring. If they say, hey, what do you do? I rub boobs. The girls go, oh yeah. The boys go, oh yeah. How do I get a role with you? How do I get a gig? Okay? So just by making lymphatics fun, can you see it doesn't have to be dire and tragic? See how we can make it fun? We can start at the boobs, we can talk about it, yeah, we can have conversation. So yeah, we wear this shirt around that says boobs and we get lots of good looks. So I want to make changes with chronic illness, I want to make changes with heart disease, lymphedema and lipedema. So let's a quick chat about lipedema. Does anyone know anybody with lipedema? Yeah? So lipedema is when you have a toxic mesh of fat that is all matted together inside your body that does not allow fluid to pass through. That fat cannot leave unless it is cut out. 1 in 10 women now have lipedema. A 66-year-old lady that I met last week had no idea that she had lipedema. She's been told her whole life that she's fat. She's been told, stop eating shit. You must, and she hardly eats at all. This lady here starved herself. She's anorexic. It doesn't change it. So next time that you see a lady with big hips, big legs, little ankles, she might have lipedema and she might not know anything about it because her doctor doesn't. Yeah? We can still help. We can still help because they have got good healthy fat as well as that toxic fat. If we could catch it here, a little bit of thickness through the tops, how cool would that be if we could catch it there and not watch it progress for these women? 1 in 10. And then we have lymphedema. So lymphedema is a swelling that happens in a limb, mainly because of surgery where lymph nodes are being removed. So that can happen in your groin a lot or in your armpits. And that limb will swell up because there is a big backlog of fluid trying to get to the lymph nodes, and the lymph nodes have been removed. It is debilitating. People are embarrassed. They can't wear shoes. Everything gets all too thick. We're making great progress with it, but we're not getting anywhere with the associations. We're not getting anywhere with the government. We're not getting anywhere at all with what we do, because I'm not going to bandage people like that. That's the gold standard. No, that's not good enough for me. We use compression. We get them to use the gloves 3-4 times a day, and then we put them in the pneumatic compression suit that they can use every day at home in their own comfort at home, pushing all of that fluid through. We educate at the start so it doesn't happen in the first place. So that is lymphedema. There is no cure. Okay, so teaching lymphatic health is something that I really love doing. It is a little bit of fun. Oh, Claire Bear, you're up here. As you can tell, we do have a lot of fun when we teach. Yeah. So that's a 1-day course that you can come to Brisbane and do with me in person, or you can do it online as well. And we have the video camera going around and the screen. And the only difference is I will spend an hour with you after the program and to watch you do the massage on your patient that you have to make sure that you're doing everything correctly. So you can do it online as well as in person. Now, we have to pull the plug, yeah? Drainage precedes supply. So let's all have a go. Are we ready to stand up and do some moving and grooving? Come on, let's get up. Everybody up. So where are we going to start when it comes to unblocking our body and moving our lymphatic system? Boobs. When I ask people when they body brush, when they brush their body, so many people tell me that they start at their feet or at their hands. We're going to start at our chest because we pull the plug first, then everything else will come towards there. So let's start with our fingers tapping. That's it. Is everyone okay to be on camera for this? You come down the front? Yeah, cool. So we're going to tap, 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 tap. Nice deep breaths. That's good. Move your shoulders. That's it. Good. Head from side to side. All right. So now you're going to, now that we've opened up the toilet seat, yeah, we're going to pull the next lot of fluid from underneath your arm towards your heart. That's it. Pulling towards your heart. Now, while you're there, is there any lumps and bumps? No. Any soreness? No? It's okay? All right, good. Now now you're going to do your shoulder and pull that next lot of fluid through. Always draining towards your heart. Up to your elbow. That's it. Up to your fingers, up to the top. Hold your arm up the top, draining, pushing this fluid through. All right, now your arms up the top. Turn in the light bulb. Well done. All right, other side. So how you'd be doing this with your glove is you'd be using the spiky side of the glove and we'd all be naked. So let's just pretend that we're all naked, and the showers, you turn the shower on, and then you've got your glove. Where did I put a glove? There's one here. All right. So we're naked together, and I'm going to be brushing my skin, doing a dry skin brush. So your fingers are just doing the brushing, yeah? Up to the top, turning light bulb. Wonderful. Okay, now we're up to the tummy. Once again, pat, open up all of the lymph nodes. Pat, 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 pat around the tummy. Good work. Now, round in a circle. The way your digestion goes. Round clockwise to the left. Round to the left. Now, the lymphatic system will always flow from the back to the front. Yeah? So then we're going to pull from the back to the front. Awesome. Good work. All right, so now we're up to the hips. If you're tight through your back and through your hips, just open up your hips a little bit and bend your knees up and down. Really good. Now use your hands and we're going to pat all around the top of your undie line. Now I can tell if women have worn the same undies all week because they have a line here and then their leg comes up and then they've got this fluid, this big bag of fluid that sits at the top. So you have to change your undies, the style of undies, all of the time. Okay, so now we're going to brush up. So brushing up, up, up the top. Now if you've got cellulite, are you going to do this more or less? More. Yes. So we're brushing up, 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 up. 2 hands. Right? Now whack your leg up on the chair. Makes it easier. And then get to behind your knee. That's it. And then working your way down your leg, but always brushing up. Does it feel like a good little bit of exercise too? All right. Okay, now other side. All right, other side. Up to the leg, up, up, up. Feel nice? Okay, whack it up on the chair again. That's it. Under, behind, behind, behind. All good. Everyone bounce. Woo, woo. Let's have a silent little dance party. A little bit of bouncing. Yeah. Good work. And now stop. Can you feel the tingle? Yeah. Love it, hey. That's what I want you to feel. I want you to feel that every cell in your body is now moving around in that fluid. And it's going to get to that lymph node and it's going to move around and it's going to make you healthy. It's not going to be stuck. When we have inflammation, when poisons get stuck, cancers get stuck in certain areas, we don't want that. We want everything moving. Yeah? Cool. All right, you can all sit back down now. I'm the star of the show. You all can sit back down. So we're using the spiky side. When? When we're naked. Yes? Okay. Jump into the shower. When you get out of the shower, you're going to mix your lymphatic cream. This is what I do. I mix my lymphatic cream with my magnesium spray. So the magnesium spray is for pain and detoxification. In there we have MSM, which means cellular detoxification. Arnica, aloe, frankincense, rosemary, eucalyptus, plus some others as well. You're going to use this for pain, the magnesium spray. The lymphatic cream, anybody else love Barb O'Neill? Yeah. Well, I used castor oil before she made it famous. All right? This cream is full of castor oil, as well as aloe, frankincense, arnica, gotchicola, yarrow, and another 10 different herbs and essential oils. I mix them both together. And now I am a little bit lazy. Even though I do make a beautiful face cream, I am not one of those ladies who, you know how you use 3 or 4 different, this one does this and this one does that, and so this is the hyaluronic acid and the probiotics, and it's all of those in one. I just mix the magnesium and the lymphatics together, naked, and then rub it on like this, rub it on my face, and then I get the magnetic ball side and then rub that cream in. Am I following the same sequence? Following the same sequence. So I've then done my lymphatic drainage, once with the spiky, second with my towel to dry myself, third massaging the cream on, fourth rollerball side. Who brushes their teeth every day? Can you brush your body? You can brush your body. There is no reason that you can't be doing this with me, yeah? How are you going to feel afterwards? Tingly? Yeah. What about after doing it for 3 days? How might you feel?
Lots of energy.
You might have energy if you've got a Dyson vacuum working on the inside. You might feel a bit shit. Yeah. So if your body is a mat on the floor that has been trampled on, that the dog's pooed on, that kids have thrown up on, that you've spilt wine on, and if you haven't been cleaning that all of the time, now that I'm shaking you up, we're moving all of that stuff, you might feel a bit sick. You might have some cold and flu sort of symptoms. Your head might feel heavy, your eyes can even run. You'll be going to the toilet a lot more. You might want to put your feet up. You might feel tired because we're moving all of this mess. So please be aware that that is going to happen. If you are a high functioning stress head, like A-type person, run, metabolism and everything's crazy, like my PT, she threw up. She went home and threw up to get everything came out really fast. If your body works slower, it might take a couple of days and you'll have to do it more to move everything out and up. Yeah? Make sense? That's how you use the products. We've also got our konjac sponges and our gloves there. So I take my gloves with me on the plane. I take them travelling, they're in the car. On the magnets I like to sit on for pain relief. And because I've always loved the magnetic therapy too, I take them to the pub. So I will sit and have a couple of drinks, move it all through, and then I can drink more. No, and then I don't have a hangover the next day. I activate my lymphatic system as I'm going. And I make really good reels, I make really good videos. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see. So nearly finished now. We've got our Circulate compression range. If you want to use this at home every day, or would use it with your family a couple of times a week, you can have it in the comfort of your own home. So please come and talk to us afterwards. This is my energy cocoon. So we use terahertz frequency. We have crystals. You lay on a bed of crystals there. We use infrared gyromagnetic energy cutting, vibration. My son and I are going to China in 10 days. I can't believe it. But I rang him this morning and I said, guess where we're going to be in 10 days? And I go, it's like China. He's like, Mum, don't you know that Boeing planes are falling out of the sky? And he says, he's like, I'm only going. He said to my mum, he said, I'm only going because if Mum dies, I want to die with her. I know. So every day I get a picture of a Boeing, like something going wrong. He's funny. Anyway, if a Boeing plane goes down leaving from Sydney, it's me, and it's because of him. He's put it out there. So anyway, this is our IR press here, our infrared full body compression, and our Vibrasound too. So all different things to use with the Circulate. 6 different compression chambers. 2 people can use the one device. You can have somebody in the legs, somebody in the hips with the one motor. We have zip-in extendables that fit every single person. So it doesn't matter lymphedema, lipedema, it will fit you. I don't want anybody missing out, ever. Right, joining our community, I'm going to leave this one up here because you can scan that code and join Boob Camp. If this has been something that has interested you and want to continue, I will motivate you. I will be on your team. I will have your back. You just need to be active in the community, in the Boob Camp group, and just put your hand up and say, hey, Chelsey, what about this? Or can I do that? Because if you want to ask a question, I'm sure that if you're brave enough to ask a question, I'm sure that there are others who would like to know the answer as well. So, are you now on my lymphatic team? Yes. Yeah. All right. Thank you everybody for listening. We're going to have a little bit of a break now. Come up the back and talk to me about the kits that you can use at home every single day. Go to the toilet, get a glass of water, and then Mark will be speaking next about your gut health. You do not want to... I have used Mark's products for the last 20 years in my clinic, and it is the first step that we do. And so putting the lymphatics and the gut health together, you will see why it works so amazingly after his talk. So thank you, everybody. Oh, here.